Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I learned about Hannah this morning. It is a lady. She's a lady in the Bible, and I think it's really cool because we all know Noah and Joseph and Isaac and David and King Herod, and we all know lots of these dudes in the Bible. We know about Paul and Saul, and we know about lots of guys, right? And there's some other guys in the Bible that we don't know as much, but we know lots of these dudes. And I've been on a little bit of a mission to learn about more of the women of the Bible. And this morning, I learned about Hannah. Hannah's basic story is that, and this is where I did a little bit of research, but I'm still not sure. I'm not sure if Hannah is actually the second wife, but I know that she is one man had two wives, and Hannah was one of the two. So I don't know if she was actually the first wife or the second wife. But I do get the feeling that Hannah was the second place wife. Because the first wife was blessed with lots of children. And Hannah had a little bit of a hard time having babies. And I am relating to this story hard right now. Okay? Hard. I am the second wife. First wife, no problems. Second wife, we're barren. And that's what Hannah was going through. So a lot of the things that Hannah is experiencing, I can relate to those. But I also wonder if this story of Hannah can't relate to lots of other situations that ladies experience. For example, it would be real easy for Hannah to say, oh my gosh, I'm the second wife. The other one is clearly more chosen. She gets to have all the babies. She gets to have the best life. She gets to have the husband. She gets to have all the stuff. She's got all my hopes and all my dreams, and I'm just nothing. It'd be really easy for Hannah to say that. It'd also be real easy for Hannah to say, oh my gosh, everybody else is getting these deals. Everybody else is making tons of money. Everybody else has the relationships that they want. Everybody else has full bank accounts. Everybody else knows what they're doing. Everybody else is amazing and wonderful, and I'm just over here waiting. You know what I'm saying here? That was the best part of Hannah's story. I watched a bunch of videos this morning about Hannah's story, and the key in Hannah's story is that she is waiting, and she is waiting, and she is still keeping a great attitude. She is still believing that it's going to happen. She is still taking action. She is still speaking goodness on her life. She is still waiting, and she is waiting, and she is praying, and she is waiting, and she is praying, and she is doing all of the other things right. It's just this one thing that she's waiting on. And I wonder if that's your real estate investing story. I wonder if that's what you're experiencing. You're sending out yellow letters, and sellers call, but they're not just perfect right now and say, yes, come take my property. And so you're waiting. You're wearing your button that says I buy houses. And today I'm wearing my shirt that says I buy houses. All right. Whitney buys houses. It's on my shirt. I got my phone number and my website on my back so that anywhere I go, any house that I look at, people are going to know I buy houses. This is me taking action saying, I buy houses, I buy houses, I buy houses, I buy houses. And yet I'm waiting on a closing. I'm waiting on a seller to get back to me. I'm waiting on a buyer to come through with the money that I need. But I'm still out here believing it's going to happen. I'm still out here knowing it's on its way. I'm out here and I am waiting. And y'all, waiting, you can ask Hannah. Waiting has to be the hardest part of your blessing. Taking the action and then nothing happens. Taking the action and then you get your feelings hurt because, you hop on Facebook and all your sisters are pregnant. All your friends are pregnant. Every day you hop online and somebody else is pregnant. And you're waiting. All your friends are getting deals done. All your people find lots of empty houses. They find lots of FSBO signs. They find lots of sellers ready to sign their deed over. And you're waiting. And you're waiting. And it's hard, y'all. The waiting is the hardest part. You got your license. You've listed houses. You know you're supposed to be a landlord, but you're still waiting. You talk to sellers and they say, yes, that sounds awesome. I just got to check it with my hairdresser and my son and 16 other people that can't even spell real estate, and then I'll get back to you. And you're still waiting. Y'all, the waiting is the hardest part. Seeing everybody else be successful and you're still in a waiting pattern like an airplane trying to take off. That's the hardest part. And I can help you every Tuesday on FTDF Plus. Say, here's your honey hole, go drive for dollars. Here's your honey hole, send some yellow letters. Here's your honey hole. I know there are people there waiting on you. And you go and you drive and you don't find anything. You send your letters and nobody calls back. Or everybody that calls back wants $1 million for a $45,000 house. Or they say, yeah, come and take it. I don't want to be there anymore. But you show up and it looks like it's going to be a lot of work. There's trash all over the place. There's mattresses out by the garage. There's junk clouding up your vision. And it looks like work. And you still have to wait till it looks like yours. That's okay. Maybe you're, 50 years old and you've never bought your own home and you're waiting because you know there's a house with your name on it. You know there's a piece of real estate out here with your name on it and you're waiting. You're getting your credit improved. You're getting your finances together. You're doing everything you can. But the deals just keep sliding through your fingers. And you're still waiting. Maybe you're going through a divorce. And it's taken entirely too long. And you're waiting for your freedom. You're waiting so you can take massive action. You're waiting so that you can, make a bunch of money and buy a bunch of houses and not have to give him half of them when the divorce is final. The waiting is the hardest part. I've been in a battle for the last month over a house. I have been waiting. I have been persistent. I know I am on the winning team. I know I am right in this. And I know that that is my deal. That is my house. That is my property. I know that. But I'm waiting on the seller to pull his head out of his butt. I'm waiting on the attorneys to get back to me. I'm waiting on the closing to happen. I'm waiting. You know what I did on Saturday? I took a nap. I slept like all flipping day on Saturday. And when I woke up, clear as it could be, God said, your wait is over. That is your house. Don't even worry about it. I'm taking care of it. And I felt so relieved when I woke up from that nap. And it wasn't something that I did. It wasn't that I took massive action. It wasn't that I bulldozed the seller. I took a nap, y'all, because I just couldn't stand the waiting anymore. I took a nap because I was tired. I was exhausted. I got 18 other plates that I'm juggling, but this one jerk keeps getting most of my focus, and I'm waiting on his situation to get cleared up so I can go take care of some other business. I took a nap on Saturday and woke up and knew that I didn't have to take any massive action on that. That my waiting was over. And that was my house. I knew it. My waiting was over when I woke up from that nap. And guess what? Monday morning, I got the letter from the attorney that the seller has agreed and we are going to closing. We got the clear to close. All I got to do is wire the money over and we are done. This wait is over. Just like that. Hannah was persistent. She did all the right things. And one day she went to the temple, to the tabernacle. She went to church and hit her knees and prayed out loud. God, give me a kid. And in that instant, a pastor, a preach, a altar, a deacon, a man walked up to her and said, God has heard your prayers and your child is on the way. It was over. Her wait was over. Not terribly quite over. Because if you follow that story, it says that within a year she had her baby, which means mathematically there was a couple months that she was still waiting before she was pregnant. But y'all got to know that she was excited. Y'all got to know that that wait was worth it. And I'm telling you right now, if you're waiting on that seller, stay persistent. Take that action. One of my friends is in a waiting pattern right now. She was supposed to close on her primary house last Friday. Something happened out of her control and she's still waiting to close. But God also opened the door and gave her the key to say, come on, move on in. This is your home. Enjoy it. Y'all, the waiting is going to be worth it. Stay positive. Stay persistent. Check out Hannah's story. It blessed me today. All right, my seller is here now. I gotta go. Y'all keep going. Take action. Stay persistent. Wear your button or your shirt that says Whitney Buys Houses and go for it. The waiting is the worst part, but when the waiting's over, it's a beautiful, beautiful situation.